What is up, everybody? It is Tog here. Welcome back to another Penguin Plus, what's it called? The Black Ops 6 multiplayer collab. I decided to go ahead and start searching before I started to see how long it would take. And yeah, it took a little bit of time, but we found a game. So at least I'm going to get one game of Headquarters in. This episode is called Homecoming. So I'm going to wait until after this game is over to start reading. But I'll talk about the last episode, and we'll see what I can say about this one. But before we get into it, I changed my classes again. I have 11 to go over the amount of players on a soccer team. And that is because all of these are from a show. And these are all the characters that I could find within the team that had a first and a last name. So I'm trying to get this XM4 gold, but hopefully throughout today we can use the rest of these classes as well.
Capture and hold the objective.
But yeah, I really like this game mode. It's a little bit more like skill intensive, as in the fact that you have to play very strategic. It looks like we're gonna have a little bit of lag, so that's not always the best course, but basically the way you play Headquarters is it's kind of like Hardpoint. Except instead of holding a hard point, you have to capture the hard point. And capturing it is not an easy thing to do. And once you capture it, the respawns are disabled for the team that captured it, and the score starts ticking. So this other team is scoring points as we speak. But it looks like it's going to be a little bit challenging. That guy can't respawn anymore, so whoever's still alive now, they have 4 people alive. Got 2 right there. And we got a rage quitter and a non-quitter. So there's still one alive on both sides based on this. And seems like I'm the only one trying to capture the Headquarters, and we need some more. We need 2 more kills here, and they're ticking away. If the clock runs out of time before we take it, then they just get the whole 60, and that's really bad. But we got it. Even though Esmo is looking like he's running on a kill streak. He's 11-0, so we're gonna have to do something about that.
New HQ located. Move to the objective.
Oh.
Enemy harp operational above.
That's unfortunate. I was about to get that kill and I didn't end up getting it. This Esmo in death, and what the fuck was that? Let's see this shit.
Secure the objective.
Yeah, you got me good, okay.
Hostiles are capturing the HQ.
Enemy flashbang! Tossing Semtex grenade. Eyes on Semtex.
Enemy contesting the objective. Clear them out.
Too fucking close.
That wasn't the one I wanted to kill.
The enemy's taking the objective. We are taking the Headquarters.
I need to kill Esmo. I don't like this kill streak that he's running on. It looks like he's about to. That's the wrong person. Let's see. He's a 206, and he does have a harp up, and I can't respond. He's got a 20, so we gotta kill him before he gets this nuke, because I don't really want to lose this game via a nuke.
We've lost control of the Headquarters.
It's just tough because they have 2 people who are very similar, and I think they're watching the spawns.
Next objective located. Move to secure.
They're not, they're... Well, when I say skill, I mean it's a much more intense game, but I really don't want him to get this hard, because it looks like he's trying to get it.
Rally on me!
HQ is online. Capture it. Enemy contesting the objective. Clear them out.
Dude, what is this guy on? I'm more impressed with this sniper, but... Yeah, dang, that's crazy.
Get down, we got a sniper!
Hostiles are contesting the HQ. Hostiles are capturing the HQ.
I Semtex on me!
Shit. Well, I think he got the nuke. He's at almost... No, he died, thank God. Yeah, 25 I'm pretty sure is the nuke.
Enemy contesting the objective. Clear them out. We're securing the HQ.
Dude, these guys are crazy. It's just them 2, but it's fine. I'm not even playing at night. I'm playing it on Monday evening
The
again.
enemy's taking the objective.
But at least they're playing the objective.
Hostile
Sometimes
UAV
these dudes
established overhead.
Hostile marksman!
gotta make your
Enemy
target a
Semtex.
lot smaller. He's not
Enemy
cheating.
UAV
He's just
inbound.
really good.
HQ is down. Stand by for next location.
He's running away. He holds on to his life. It looks like nobody captured the Headquarters,
New
which is
HQ
fine.
located. Move to the objective.
I keep lagging, unfortunately.
Enemy flashbang.
It makes it really harder to get these kills. That's like the one thing. I know people like
Arming Semtex.
some things you might want to improve
Secure the
are,
objective.
you know, like quality, like frames per second, things like that. I just want better internet.
Enemy harp inbound.
Hostile in my
Capturing the
sights.
HQ.
See, like that, it lags at like the times when you need it the most.
Saw an enemy harp.
Hostiles are contesting the HQ.
Heads up, frag.
The enemy's
Hostile
taking the
marksman.
objective.
Sighted flashbang.
Enemy's contesting
Enemy
the
throwing
objective.
stun.
Clear them out.
Hostile strike down. Hostile sniper down.
We are taking the
Eyes on
headquarters.
Semtex.
Huh. It's confusing because sometimes it says disable, sometimes it says capture. So I'm curious what weapon this dude's using. A CR-56. That's a new one. It looks pretty solid. He's got a really. It seems pretty accurate, almost comparable to the Ames.
The enemy
Dang,
secured
he
the
outplayed me
HQ.
there. Definitely good. Definitely good.
Enemy contesting the objective. Clear them out.
At least I got him back with the stick.
We're taking the enemy's headquarters.
Get kinetic.
It's just tough when he's got such an explosive weapon, even with the flak jacket.
Hostile spotted.
HQ is offline.
War machine down.
I got
Locating the
him,
next
finally.
objective.
I needed help from my teammate there. There's no way I got all the hits on him.
Objective located. Move to secure.
So yeah, you kind of see how the game works. It's a little bit more confusing. I don't think it's as popular of a game mode, but I've always really
Enemy
liked
sighted.
it. They're very top heavy though. I should have gotten that kill.
Hostiles are capturing the HQ.
Shit. Last episode we basically saw all of Sophia, and now we're gonna see other stuff today.
Enemy soldier confirmed.
Yeah, his gun is way more accurate than mine. I think I'm gonna run the Ames and see if I can compete a little bit. The gold is great and all, but I don't know if this is the game to get
Hostile
double
UAV
kills.
is
I'm really just trying to get one.
Eyes on Semtex.
I don't even know. I wish I had tac mask on, but I don't want to run an SMG because they have such long-range weapons. But I need flak jacket, and I don't have it on this class. But it's kind of fun because you have to hold on to your life more. But I just, that gun is crazy. I'm gonna have to flank him. It doesn't look like they still have a harp, but he knows the spawns on headquarters too. That's crazy.
Enemy. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Shit. Oh, let's capture that headquarters.
HQ is down. Stand by for next location.
That's the wrong thing. Why do I have 3 stim shots? It's so unnecessary.
New HQ located.
This is a
Move
mess.
to the objective.
Whatever, let's just go to the headquarters, see if we can play the objective. We have numbers. I think they're top heavy and we're like all pretty average.
Sam turret's up.
Headquarters online. Secure the
God
objective.
damn it. He uses cover really well, and I lag as soon as I see him. That could have been a very fair gunfight. And this, I just didn't get. Alright, Misty Quigley is going it, and it doesn't even look like anybody's going to capture this headquarters, so that's unfortunate. I just can't play with an SMG on this map. See how I lag as soon as I see him?
The enemy secured the HQ.
Maybe he's got a lag switch. I don't know what that even is, but...
Tossing flash.
But I'm not rage quitting.
Underwhelming effort today, Chris.
Anyway,
Took us to the woodshed. Fall back while we still can.
brutal game, brutal first game. But like I said, headquarters is pretty crazy, so we'll see. He's got a gold gun, so he holds onto his life really well, but he's crazy at snapping. He can snap on you pretty good. I think this guy is just really good. He's trying out the new weaponry. He's dark matter on the knife. All I got is diamond. We'll see if I can show that off, but I'm not gonna get mad. It just seemed like a really weird game. I don't know why I can't see much. This guy's so happy he made it in the top 3 because I said they were top heavy. It's still true, dude. It's still true. Just in case I can't find another game, I'm gonna start reading and let it keep going and see if I can get a slightly better game. We'll see how long this one is. I think I might make this one as long as it needs to be because I want to get headquarters games. They're really fun and I can do a little bit better than that. So the episode, it's called Homecoming. It opens with a thunderstrike and then a zoomed in image of the busted up front of the Penguins' car. So if you remember at the end of episode 3, it was when we saw the car crash, and then episode 4 we got to see Sophia's side of the story. Now we're back to what happened after that car crash. I said the car was not totally wrecked, but it is definitely showing signs of wear. Then we see Victor igniting a lighter, and I said good to see that he learned how to use it. And in the background we hear the Penguin asking Vic if he ever told him about Rex Calabrese. After the lighter gets flicked on, I noticed that it's Penguin who's operating the lighter, so it looks like Victor still doesn't know how to use it, so my bad, but I wrote it down. I knew, I just wanted to let you have the same experience I did. So we see that Penguin is the one who lit the flame. No, says Victor, about the knowing about Rex Calabrese. Penguin throws the fire within the car and it spreads throughout, and then he starts to begin his story about Rex. He says he used to ride in the neighborhood when Penguin was a kid, and he had a gold Cadillac with leather seats. The Penguin called it beautiful in the past tense. He said that when that car drove past the street, he felt like his block was blessed, but this was said in the second person. So he said, you felt like this block was blessed. Kind of makes you feel like you're more part of the experience rather than it being his when you speak in second person. He says Rex's ride wasn't just a car, it was a chariot. It made even a kid with a bum leg think he could be king. He observes the car alight and says, end of an era. Thunder strikes again and they begin to walk. Victor asks about Sophia now that she knows. Oz is not worried about her at all. He calls her a thorn without a prick. So I guess it goes back to that line we heard last time about how she says that she doesn't have a dick. And prick sometimes can be used that way, but it doesn't always. Sometimes a prick is just pointing. It says she won't matter when they get their shrooms back. Victor accepts this and then apologizes for wrecking his chariot. I only get one shot at this. I see that now. And then Penguin says, you came back, Vic. You put your ass on the line for me. 100 Maseratis couldn't come close to that. Although this one came pretty damn close. It's you and me, kid, till the end. About time we got ourselves some goddamn respect, eh? Well, let's fucking go, says Victor, and Penguin says, I like that. That moment, their ride arrives, like somebody to pick them up, and 2 dudes I don't know pull up on the truck. One of them, after stepping out, makes a shocked expression at the burning car and says, Oz, your fucking car. Penguin coolly says, what are you gonna do? Only the good die young. Hey look, we're gonna get another game with the same people. Alright, let's run it back, my dudes. Let's run it back. Hopefully we get a smaller map. After this, Penguin enters his pitch. When I eat, you eat. That's how it's always been, right? And the guy who shows up seems to believe this is true. And so Penguin clues them in on the new drug, but says Maroney's took it from them before he could involve them. All right, let's see. Oh, Payback's a good little map. Let's see who I get. I think Esmo and Death are playing together. I don't, and they're gonna put me on their team. So this is gonna be a little bit of a slaughter, but sometimes this is inaccurate. Sometimes they show you on their team and then they switch it. So I kind of don't want to be on their team. I want to keep challenging them, but if I'm on their team, this might be a little bit of a slaughter because I do consider myself to be pretty good as well. Even though I did go negative in that game, it was 2 against 1. I'd have to be like insane to be able to take a 1-on-2. I'll try and get there. There's still time, but let's go ahead and run that Misty Quigley class. It looks like I got Death and Esmo, and they have less people. So this is gonna be kind of a slaughter, but hey, whatever.
Enemy spotted.
Objective located. Move out.
Well, if it's gonna be a slaughter, it's not gonna be because of me. But sometimes the map varies, and since this map is much more close ranged,
HQ is online. Capture it. We are taking the headquarters.
Enemy throwing stun.
Incoming.
Oi, enemy grenade. Have eyes
Captured
on.
the headquarters.
I don't do anything for free. Remember
We
that.
got the lead. Now
Frag
hold it.
sent.
yeah, he's just.
Enemies contesting the objective. Clear their asses out.
That's the thermo.
Wow, it hit me.
Hostiles are contesting the HQ. Enemies taking our HQ.
Yeah, so they got more people.
Enemies contesting the objective.
Let's see if we
Clear
can
their
watch
asses
this
out.
Esmo how he plays. He's using, he is changing, so he can use different weapons. The C9 he has
Down.
dark
Stand by
matter
for
on
next
as well.
location. Next objective located. Move to
She's
secure.
got good movement. Gotta be careful there. Thank you, Death. I appreciate that.
Grenade coming in. Was that your best shot?
Gotta be careful chucking nades if you don't know people are gonna be around. You should probably usually throw nades at the objective and less while you're on it, which I guess is exactly what I'm doing right now. But I'm glad I held on to that, because...
HQ is ours. Hold position.
Fuck them off.
Dang, got me through the freaking brick wall. I mean, that's COD for you. I'll keep reading while I'm waiting for respawn, but it shouldn't... we'll see. My team's pretty good, so I should have 40 seconds. When I eat, you eat. He's talking to the people who are showing up for the ride. The guy who shows up seems to believe this is true, and so Penguin clues them in on this new drug. It says Maroney's took it from them before he could involve them. So it seems like Penguin had intentions of involving them, but who can really say what's true with him? So Death is not running a sniper anymore. I guess I should consider that too, running different weapons. Did I just throw that frag off the map, or why didn't it blow
HQ
up?
is online. Capture it.
I don't really want them to take a single headquarters, so let's try and win
scrambler.
200-0.
Hostiles are contesting the HQ. We're securing the HQ.
Hold fire. I'm on your side.
And I get shredded. So that's what happened with the Maronis. They stole what they had. One of the guys behind the front man asks about the plan to set it back. And front man means the person standing in the front. So somebody behind him asks what the plan is to get it back. Just then, the car explodes. The Maserati, the plum one. The Penguin says the Maronis have a blind spot that's just waiting to be exploited. He pulls out his phone and opens TikTok. Apparently, the heir to the Maroney's throne is some dude named Taj, who was flexing on TikTok about how the Maronis were gonna take back what's rightfully theirs. Penguin says this stupid motherfucker is just begging to be got. Yeah, they're holding this pretty good. No, but they took it back finally.
We've lost control of the headquarters.
I do want to shut them down. Kill him, please. Oh, Death died too? Shit, I don't know how I feel about that.
Next objective located. Move to secure.
The thing with this compact is it's not very accurate. It's pretty fun, it shoots fast, but it's not accurate. I kind of liked running it without the iron sight, but I don't know why I decided. I think I added the iron sight for range purposes so that I could get kills from farther away.
HQ is ours. Hold position.
Bring in Scrambler online.
And I died as soon as I put down the Scrambler. So it's just some guy, he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna take back what's rightfully ours. And he's like, dude, this stupid motherfucker is just begging to be gotten. So we change scene and we see Taj is getting a tattoo on his back. It has colors on it, it's this huge bird. He's wearing over-ear headphones. The scene is amazing, so I'm not gonna rush through it. I think we should be able to win on this next one. I think I'm gonna change to the Mari Ibarra.
HQ located. Move to the objective.
That's one of my favorites. Jackie Taylor's pretty good too. It's just not as accurate of a weapon, but it has perk greed on it, so I have more on it.
HQ is online.
Enemy using sleeper agent.
God
We're
damn it.
securing the HQ. Stay alert, Black Ops. We got a mole. Hostiles are capturing the HQ.
Oh my god, I got shot by the fucking sleeper
Clear their
agent.
asses out. The
Looks
enemy's
like-
taking the objective.
Incoming flashbang.
Requesting recon above.
That's why you have 3.
Hostiles are
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to hold this one for the whole time.
The enemy's taking our HQ. Enemy's contesting the objective.
He's wearing over-ear
Clear their asses
headphones
out.
and listening to an awesome foreign rap song with an awesome beat. And the back over by his shoulder is blurry, but you see that in comes a penguin-looking figure and a bop bop to the beat of the music. And I ended up downloading this song. It's Persian, apparently. It is so fucking good. But I'll keep, like, the last thing that happened was the penguin is, and oh my god. Yeah, let's go ahead and close this out. Shauna.
Headquarters online. Secure the objective. We are taking the headquarters. HQ is ours. Hold position. Hostiles are contesting the HQ.
TACOM, launch your UAV.
The enemy's taking our HQ.
I got somebody at least. But yeah, I think this game is over. No, wait, we still got one more. Alright, let's run the Shauna Shipman.
Lost their HQ.
This is my tryhard class when I really am trying to get kills, because this is apparently the best SMG in the game because of its accuracy and damage output. It doesn't shoot very fast, but it's insanely accurate, even at range.
Blowing it out.
HQ is online. Capture it. Hostiles are capturing the HQ.
Dang it.
Watch out.
Still not
enemy
good enough.
Hellstorm launch.
Oh shit, I'm gonna stay inside.
Enemies contesting the objective. Clear their
I am a
assets.
big fan of the shutout.
We're securing the HQ.
Triggering C4.
Got contact. We captured the headquarters. CIA's a bunch of proud bastards.
And I'm not gonna do any shushing because I know that I didn't do all the work. I literally was just fucking chilling that game. But no, I mean, I get. Let's see what this Esmo has got. He still is a little better than Death, but I think they're playing together. And all he did was a Semtex? I mean, dang, I mean, keep it simple sometimes. How many did he kill with that? Doesn't even say. See, like, so I'm gonna be like, ah, all y'all, appreciate it. Oh, Death took it on that one. So the rap song is pretty cool, but you see in comes a penguin-looking figure and a bop bop to the beat of the music. The firefight lasts all of 5 seconds before Taj notices somebody in front of him get shot, and that's when he removes his headphones and assesses the situation. I said it was a great scene worth a rewatch, and I did rewatch it a couple of times. He tries to run away, but is caught by Vic. Vic pins him down and hits him until Penguin arrives and puts a gun to his head. And he tells him to hold still, you piece of shit. Taj talks back, but in a near whimper, saying his mother and father won't stand for this. To which Penguin responds. Well, Penguin clocks him with the bottom of his shoe, which leads to a knockout, and he says, "That's what I'm counting on." And that's when the title of the Penguin shows up. So a very good introduction, I think. Then we see a Polaroid of Taj without a shirt on, wearing the headphones around the neck, and a Gotham Gazette newspaper keeping him modest atop his chest. So I guess he doesn't have his clothes on, but he has the newspaper on him. Sal Maroni is the one holding it, with his wife standing over him to his right. When asked what he wants, Penguin tells him just what's his, what his wife stole from him. He wants his shrooms. Nadia says their son is not a pawn and that there is a code. He says, "Is that right? What, did I take the wrong Maroni then?" Sal slams the table and stands up and says, "You do not threaten my family." To which Penguin quickly snaps back, "Jesus, Sal, put your dick away. Don't forget who I have at home." The camera zooms in as Sal retakes his seat, and you see many guards surrounding the area. So he's visiting him in prison. I don't know why people don't like these maps. Barrage is a tough headquarters map, admittedly. I don't know about Protocol. I feel like Protocol could be a fun one, but whatever. Everybody just wants something different. It looks like this one is a little bit more open. The HXG people just left, and we got Kennedy Jade again. She was kind of cooking, but whatever. I guess I'll keep reading while I wait, but I thought that was so funny. He's like, "There is a code." I'm like, yo, y'all are stealing and killing. What kind of code could there be? But I guess, like, sometimes they say there are, like, you can't, like, talk to police and stuff like that, but hey, like, yeah, there's got to be enforcers. If there's no punishment, people aren't gonna care. Like, people will keep doing it. So there's got to be punishment for sort of actions, or like, that's where the enforcement comes in. There's punishment and there's enforcement. There can't be rules if there is no system of punishment, and there cannot be no punishment if there's no system of enforcement. I didn't make that up. I saw it somewhere, but I can't remember where. It was intelligent though, and I'm pretty sure a female said it, honestly, but I don't know where it was. So let's try Charlotte Matthews now. I've been trying to get this GPR a little bit better, and I changed it to the Dying Envy. This Dying Envy, because she's like one of my. I'm not gonna mention the name of the show in case you want to watch it, but all I'll say is that I wouldn't recommend that show to my worst enemy, and it looks like Kennedy Jade may be on her team. And why are those HXG? They just keep leaving. That's so annoying.
We've captured the headquarters. We're winning. Keep it that way.
Tally! Hostile marksman!
That scared him.
Hostiles are contesting the HQ.
Oh, I don't have flak jacket on this class.
Hostile blast trap.
That's tough. I could have gotten a little bit of a spree there. Did they get more? They got a couple of people and they got some master prestiges at least. That's good. I don't. Oh, but some of they just keep leaving. It's unfortunate. That's the problem. Sometimes it's hard to get good games because you keep running into people who just don't want to play. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're looking for here, but.
Eyes on.
Kennedy Jade is on my team now with the Seth Rogen emblems for the
HQ
theme.
is offline. Locating the
Or is
next
it?
objective.
Nah, yeah. They just ran out of time and they just keep quitting. We'll see if they can get a 6th. Headquarters is a really cool game mode because as long as there's time, you can make comebacks. But I think they should expand the game time because I just don't think it's enough. I think it runs out of time and it should go to score more often. It's Alejandro, GP's on the team, and it looks like we got 6 now. I think someone's gonna break through soon.
I see you. Enemy throwing stun.
Also, it's not like Hardpoint because it depends how many people are holding it. If there's more people on one team taking it than the other team, then it still drains just at a slower rate, which I think is really cool. It's not like Domination or Hardpoint where they just contest it. I think this would be a really cool game mode for like competitive play, but you know, they like keeping it simple sometimes, and it seems like there's some exploitation that can be taken, but it's kind of cool to see that some people only played this game mode. That means it's popular enough. But that's kind of how, there was a time where all I played was free-for-all.
Get down, we got a sniper.
Whereas, like, I would never only play Domination or only play Hardpoint. I could see why people might only play Search as well, and I guess I could see why people would only play Headquarters
Enemy
too.
is taking our HQ.
Camera zooms out as Salary takes the seat and you see many guards surrounding the area, so you know that he's visiting him in prison. Penguin begins to list his terms. Meet at sunrise, bring shrooms, come alone. Sal refuses to let his wife go alone, so Penguin says fine, she can take a bodyguard. Oh, my team's pretty good. I'm gonna go play the objective. Oh, they died. No, they didn't.
HQ is online. Capture it. We're securing the HQ.
So Penguin says okay to one guard since he's a gentleman. Nadia pulls Sal for the sidebar and speaks another language, saying, "We both know this man will betray us," to which Sal responds, "We'll be ready, my love. Trust me," and kisses her hand. Penguin slams the table, asserts the terms again, and then leaves. On his way out, he slaps something to a guard once they are in a private area. Something about 11 o'clock, right jacket. I don't know what this means, but the guards seem to. As he's leaving, another guard is watching a news report about a gas leak taking place in Carmine Falcone's home. And Sofia Falcone, Carmine's daughter, is among one of the only confirmed survivors. The headline says the GCPD claimed it was a gas leak and it is in its early stages of investigation. Penguin looks shocked, but not afraid. The news anchor seems to think I guess if they'll do the work for me, that's fine. Like, I don't care. See, between the two gangs. Oh,
Hold
shit.
the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose. HQ is offline. Locating the next objective.
Go time.
Next objective located. Move to secure.
Well, at least I saved my teammate, even if I couldn't be saved myself. Yeah, we'll play. I'm just getting good games, so I might do it like where I do like an intermission and read a ton, and then I'll start another game. It's just a lot easier when there's shit. I don't want
The
them doing
enemy's
this
taking
one.
the objective. Hostiles are
Oh my god!
HQ.
I guess I gotta play what they play me. They still haven't killed that a box of kittens. Oh my god, this is a box of kittens says night vision, but I guess that's what cats are. I hope that does it's not.
HQ is ours.
This headquarters is a little bit closer to the center. So it is a bit less likely that we hold it for the whole 60, but it's still possible, I suppose. Yeah, it's definitely possible after Steel Disciple. It takes a long time to capture a headquarters. So I think we'll play 1 or 2 more games. I just want to get one really good one, and then...
That's how you break 'em.
because these games aren't really that good. The first one went to time, these next 2 were shutouts. I want to get a good game, and then I'll read like a ton, and then I'll play a few more at the end. I think that might be better. I don't know. Than just because it does seem like it's possible to find games. It's just weird when it's difficult to find games. You don't really want to, but it's really inconsistent about. I don't know, but I think the next few game modes should be a little bit more popular potentially. But yeah, I didn't make the top 3. I kind of like got carried, and that's fine. 7 and 7. Pretty quiet, pretty quiet. But yeah, so he was witnessing the gas leak taking place and that Sofia Falcone was one of the only survivors. And the headline says that the Gotham City Police Department claimed it was a gas leak and it's in early stages of investigation. Penguin looks shocked, but he doesn't look afraid. The news anchor seems to think it was the Maronis doing, as she mentions the ongoing violence between the two gangs. We go to Sofia now, who walks out unscathed, and Gia enters a car with a social worker labeled Brookside Children's Home. Gia looks back, sort of knowing, sort of sad, but very numb it seems, because, I mean, Sofia killed her parents and led her away so that she wouldn't die. After this, an officer approaches Sofia, calling her Miss Falcone, to which she responds, "Please, I'd prefer Sofia." He introduces himself. They separate. The scene was good enough to watch straight through, I said. He questions why she was in the greenhouse, and she spins a great alibi, mixing in lies with the truth, saying that Carla asked her to take Gia outside because Vidi and Luca got into an argument, and it wasn't a good place for a child to be. Police, the chief asks what the argument was about, and Sofia says it seemed to be about a potential affair between Vidi and Luca's wife, Tina. And I was thinking more about that vasectomy line that I brought up. I kind of think it might have to do with the fact that maybe Luca could never give this Tina person any children. So it seems like not that relationships have to be validated by children, but you find that it is oftentimes much easier for partners to not have to see each other again when they don't have children together. So I think that was a bit of an interesting, and maybe it could be like a reason for a woman to want to find someone who could give her a child if that's something that they really want. So you'd have to watch that last episode to know what I'm talking about there. And it seems like we're at that point where it's a little bit more challenging to find a match. So let's just go ahead and get a lot of reading done right now. And I think I'm going to turn off my controller as well as my headset because I don't know how long it's going to exactly be able to run for. So we're on page 5 of 26 and it says to please reconnect my controller. So I guess I'll do it. Hopefully if I'm not doing much, it'll be okay. And you can just see this scenery. And maybe I will go back to the Jackie after this. And maybe I'll add more game modes. I don't know now that I've played it. And I can get more games. So let's go ahead and read maybe all of it, honestly. I'll leave a couple of pages. And maybe if I get tired of reading, I'll play a game as well. That sounds good. As Sofia mops up fake tears and asks to be excused, the cop says it seems to be a bit suspicious. Gang family taken out like this? Sofia turns around and coolly says, "Is that a question you'd like me to answer?" Chief stands his ground, but Sofia attacks back saying it seems uncommon for a police chief to be on a house call and mentions how far they are from the city, because I guess they don't live very close to Gotham. They just make all their money in Gotham. Chief is super chill, saying it's a new era and the mayor-elect is looking to do away with the scum of the city. Sofia claps back, saying she hopes he didn't come all this way to throw her family's death in her face, and mentions it more elegantly than I will, mentions how he is like to go out for beers later and share pictures of the bodies, or even sell them to the Gazette, seemingly for an exchange. So she's kind of threatening them. She's like, you're throwing it in my face, and you're gonna probably go out for beers and laugh at pictures of the bodies afterwards. The cop smiles and says he's just doing his due diligence and apologizes for her loss. Anyway, in between all of that jazz, the cop mentions Vidi is not among the dead. Sofia looks shocked at this when it's presented, but after the scene change, she enters a building that looks like the Falcone tomb in a graveyard with bucket in hand with a very insanely restrained Vidi deep inside. Mouth gag, zip-tied knees and wrists, and chained against a pillar that keeps him on the floor, unable to stand. Sofia announces herself. Cops are looking for you, Johnny. Although, I get the sense they'd rather find you dead than alive. You're not looking too good, she says once she's close enough to really see him in the dimly lit area, and he's had time to sit up at least. She kicks his bare feet with her boot. So he's not wearing shoes, but she's wearing a boot, and then approaches him to yank on the chains and remove his gag. With slobber on his cheek, he begins, "The fuck is wrong with you? You're fucking sick. What kind of person kills their own fucking family?" Sofia ignores the question and says, "I need untraceable cash." She says she knows her father would have kept it close, and all he has to do is show her and she'll let him go. Vidi laughs at her, even though it seems he would agree initially. He asks her if she really thinks he's that stupid. The second he gives her what she wants, she'll kill him. So he dares her to go ahead and do it. She slightly berates him. "Oh, please, Johnny, you're not that brave. But if you need more time to think, you got it." She begins to get up, but first she warns him that it can get quite cold down here. And with the work it takes to keep your organs running, she says, now standing, "You won't last long." She takes the bucket that is now noticeably full of ice water, and she pours it on him, and he yells, "Wait!" The scene changes. We're in an apartment where Vic and Oz's men are watching the news story regarding the dead Falcons, and we hear the male announcer say Johnny Vitti is missing. Oh, and a bagged Taj, like he has a bag over his head. A bagged Taj Maroney is also tied to a chair, with his headphones on over the bag. Oz and Eve are verbally fighting in the kitchen, a tad loudly for Oz's liking, as some of the guys don't know all the details of Alberto's murder. So she must have said something about that. Eve is upset that he made her his alibi, and that he dangled her and her girls in front of the hangman. So it seems Eve was the eye candy after all. And she is dressed the part again, with a shoulder strap falling off temptatiously. But it's not the bra strap. Like, bra is still there, just the shoulder strap for her dress. She finishes with, as Taj Maroney sits in my apartment, but he just responds, what the fuck was I supposed to do? They stole my shit. He promises her he won't let anything happen to her, but she doesn't seem entirely convinced. He says he just needs her to hold on a little longer, and then it's you and me on top of the world, baby. To which she replies, I need you to fix this. He says, that's what I do, isn't it? As she walks away. I fix things. As she walks away, her breasts are fully shown against the camera. Like, she's wearing stuff over it, but the camera's not, like, as she walks away, they're not hiding. They're, like, showing Penguin in the background. I think it's, like, emphasizing the female of her, but especially the breast part of her. Females have body parts that are specific to them, and so do men. That they're different. And some of the, even men and women have the same, like, certain parts of their body, like hands, feet, like butt, things like that. Even, like, chest in a certain aspect, but they're still a little bit different, and they can sometimes symbolize different things. So I do think, like, breasts are more of a motherly thing, since mothers breastfeed their children, whereas, like, other parts are, like, not so much used for anything that has to do with mothering. So I just think that they're emphasizing, like, as if he's like, it's a little bit of the I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed type thing. But it's just a complicated part of the relationship that I think they're trying to emphasize using the camera. If you watch enough shows, you'll see how much they use the camera to emphasize certain things. It's kind of interesting, and it makes it more interesting to watch. She gets to the living room with the dudes, and then she walks out as Oz continues to himself, that's all I ever fucking do, and takes another drink about fixing things. He walks out and tells them to turn off the TV, and then says he knows the situation is grim, but who are you really missing? They didn't make you. Luca Falcone didn't even know your names. He calls Vitti a skinny little pussy and mentions that Milosh wore lifts in his shoes, and that everybody knows it. Vic smiled about that a bit. Lifts to make him look taller, because he was insecure about his height, most likely. He says the way he sees it, Sophia did them a favor. One family down, one to go. So he seems pretty certain that Sophia's the one who killed them all. And I do too. Like, after the first episode when she killed that teenager, like, sure, he knew too much, but she did that shit in cold blood. Like, that shit was crazy. And to not even kill Oz, like, why is she sentimental sometimes? And I think they're trying to emphasize how much of her father she really truly has in her. It just sucks that she didn't get to know more of her mother, and we don't really know much of her mother as well. But maybe that'll change. The camera points at Taj on that last line about one family down, one to go. As they depart, everyone seems to be feeling good, but Oz stays back and pulls Vic aside, telling him he needs him to stay with his mom. Vic says, but Oz, I thought I'd be with you and the guys. And again, he breaks character a bit. He didn't say it like that, but that's what he freaking said, so let me say it like that. He keeps up, I'm ready, I swear, and Oz says, I know, you want to get in a fight, kid, but I ain't got no one else I can trust. Sophia's gonna come for us one day, today or tomorrow, whenever, and I can't have my ma, you know? She's what keeps me good. I gotta know she's alright. Vic after this accepts, and Penguin did seem to get a bit vulnerable there, which maybe moved Vic, having so recently lost his own mother. He stutters out that he'll take care of her, but straight up says he promises. Right after it, Penguin nods, and Vic taps him on the shoulder, chest, and then one of Penguin's men stands up Taj. They lift up the hood above his face to reveal his mouth, very well duct taped up, and Penguin tells him it's time to see his family. Before Oz leaves, he looks through a thickly beaded curtain that has Eve's silhouette on the other side. He winks at her and then departs. That's another scene change. I've been thinking a lot about this lately, about how, like, in certain aspects, like, there's this one song called Santeria that's all about this dude killing somebody who, like, tried to hit up his girl after they broke up or something. And I was thinking about, the more because I'm trying to learn it on guitar, and the more I think about it, the more I realize that, like, people who, like, resort to violence, like, usually don't really love the female in question as much as they love violence. That's kind of the conclusion that I came to. Men, by nature, like, I don't know if only men, maybe some women might as well, but they like fighting, they like violence. Maybe not all men, but the manliest of men usually do. Not to say men that don't like violence don't like, I'm just saying stereotypically, like, men have that trait to like to get in fights a little bit more so. And so I figure in this case, like, he clearly didn't love Graciela that much because he would rather get in these fights. So I thought that was a really good line. I get it, you want to get in a fight, kid. But the Penguin knows him better than probably most of us. He spends so much time with him. But anyway, the scene changes to Sophia lying on her back on some nicely textured floor as she smokes a cigarette. But we hear Johnny's shivers in the background, so we know she's still in the tomb. She continues talking to him, trying to convince him that he wants to go back and warm up by a nice fire with a cigar, rather than die here with all the graves. We zoom out to see Sophia lying down on some elevated table, like like thing in front of her family's pretty graves. She swings herself up in a seductively elegant fashion and continues saying she can't promise him a nice gold nameplate like this, but she's sure she can find some unmarked hole somewhere. Johnny begins to speak. She was gonna leave him, you know. I originally believed he was speaking about Tina and Luca, but as he continues, the night Isabella died, she was gonna leave Carmine. The camera goes back to Sophia and the graves, and the only plate with readable dates is Isabella's, October 7th, 1959 to March 20th, 1994. So what, she was about 35, I think? No, she was 34. Don't talk about my mother, she says. You remember, don't you? You were all packed and ready to go. She was gonna take you and your brother on a trip. That's what she told you. Beatty is shown sitting tightly with hands clasped as she said this. He goes on and Sophia gets up and begins walking over with a furious intent. She was my cousin. I loved her. She asked for my help. I had a fucking car a few blocks down the road and she never fucking showed. As he's finishing that line, Sophia pulls on the restraining collar, like chain, up to nearly choke him as she calls him desperate. Fucking liar. I swear, he says with struggle. I've got no reason to lie anymore. She lets him go. He goes on. I ain't trying to push on a bruise, Sophia. She was with Carmine because of me. You know that, right? I introduced them. And your father? He was smitten right out of the gate. God, she was beautiful, your mom. She was so beautiful. It's so interesting. I'm gonna keep going, but I remember how he called her beautiful. But it's kind of fascinating that Carmine was able to kill his wife, but he wasn't able to kill his daughter. But then again, I guess it's a little bit harder to explain that. Like, and just make up, oh, because I guess the pattern. I don't know, but either way, it's kind of twisted. But I don't know, like, he protects his business, I guess, more than anything, and she probably was a danger, which is interesting seeing after this whole Victor thing that the Penguin did not kill Victor. But he said he knew he was going to come back, so it's tough to say, but I doubt the Penguin would have chased him down. It looks like he would have been dead anyway, but nobody seems to want to kill him. I guess they'd have to take care of his body afterwards. She couldn't take it anymore, being his wife. She couldn't fucking take it. She tried to leave, but she came right back. She came right back because of you fucking kids. It would have been so much easier for her to leave if it wasn't for the two of you. Sophia stands up, grabs the bucket, and takes a seat on it to continue listening. Sometimes I wish. It's done. What's done is done. What he did is done, he says with a shiver. Sophia responds, but you kept on working for him. You loved her so much. You were his underboss for years. Yeah, but you need me now, Sophia. You need me. You want to be boss? You want to win this war? That money's not enough. So we know it exists now. You need respect. You need soldiers who want to fight for you. You go out there alone, you're not going to last a day. I can get you that respect. I couldn't help your mother, so let me help you, huh? Come on. I think that's so interesting. Because oftentimes you hear, like, these men, and sometimes women, I guess, too, like, they know that eventually they're gonna get caught. So they always have, like, reserve funds so that if they need to make a quick getaway, they can. And I just, like, don't understand, like, why, like, you can't just, like, once it's all over, you just go to prison, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know enough about that, but it just seems like they will do absolutely anything in their power to avoid going to prison. Like, why are they so afraid of prison? Like, they would be, like, criminal masters in there, I guess. But I don't know. I guess something about that. Maybe it's, like, the guards wouldn't treat them well, or, like, you wouldn't feel free, and like I just don't know how you can feel free like on the run, like everyone hunting you down either, but I can't really speak on that. So another scene change results. Unknown Vic. We don't know where he is, but Victor enters an unlit home. Mrs. Cobb, he enters, locks the door behind him, and he's hearing a loud movie playing, which then gets muted by one unbeknownst to us. He ventures further and finds a burning kettle. The show on the TV is like a mother with a gun hitting a driving car in front of her kid. I guess that's supposed to be kind of symbolic about how a mother protects her children, so that's why I don't know. I don't know why she thought that the kids would be in trouble, like, if she leaves, but it's hard to explain. I think more of that was just love, but, you know, that's what I'm talking, like, you gotta if you really love somebody, you gotta be able to let them go. If they want to come back to you, they can, but to force it on them, I guess, as an adult, it's a little different, because they might not be able to find you, but I feel like they could probably try to eventually, but I think the reason she got caught is because she came back, and once she was gone, she was a flight risk, and being a flight risk is, a lot of times in those situations, it's tough. He ventures further and finds a burning kettle that has been left alone. He burns himself on it. The refrigerator has been left open too. He enters a room and finds her on the bed, looking through boxes of stuff. She smiles when she sees Vic, calls him sweetheart, and asks him what he is doing all the way over there. He eventually walks over and sits on the bed at her insistence, and she's so happy to show him the old stuff she found in the box, including an old baseball glove she claims is his. Vic apologizes and tries to tell her his name. He stutters a lot as he attempts to relay this information, along with who he works for, and and who sent him. Her expression hardens and she says, I know who you are. I tell my son to visit more, so he sends strangers. I get it. She leans back and says, well, help me up for Christ's sake. As he goes to help her, Victor notices a really large red bruise on her right arm. And when he asks her about it, she says she fell or that maybe she was pushed, which she follows up with a laugh. Once they're up, she goes on, alright, this game is being a little glitchy now. I think it's like not really liking that I'm letting it run for so long. Let's start looking for another game. I'm only gonna search for headquarters still because I was able to find games and I'm still reading, so it's okay. But we're gonna make really good time, I think, this way. So, nurse boy, what's Oswald doing that's more important than me, huh? Victor replies, he's making a move against the Maronis. Francis questions this, that's his mother's name, saying he's got it wrong and that he's working the Maronis to get the Falcones, as they are the bigger fish. Vic tells her they're all dead, to which she asks, did Oz kill them? Vic walks over smugly and says, yes. How good it must feel to lie to old people. She responds, don't lie to me, you're bad at it. Vic holds his ground. It's the truth. Oz pulls this off. He says this while smiling. It's why I'm here, to make sure that you're safe while it's all going down. She's so happy to hear this that she kisses Vic and then smiles and says, well, then he's gonna need my help. She claps a few times and says, let's do this. It's disappointing. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find another game, and I'm making really good progress. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one game off, one game on again. I got my headquarters in, it's okay. I'm going to switch to the game modes that I've played before, including Search and Destroy, but if there's no audio, I'm going to be disappointed. Scene changes, and we're at Blackgate, and we see a guard walking towards Sal's cell, who is currently taking some pills at his sink that has a mirror and photos of his family. The guard enters his cell and says, this is from Oswald, and he stabs him in the right side of his abdomen. A struggle begins, and the scene changes to Oz in a white van being driven to a remote location. Upon his arrival, headlights shine on Nadia and a guard. Oz steps out of the passenger seat and begins, Nadia, Nadia, Nadia. It's always a pleasure. She responds, my son. Now, straight to business, eh? You know, I respect that. He steps back, goes to open the back with a man named Bruno's help. Oz takes Taj by the collar, who is still gagged with duct tape and drenched. He's shirtless and in boxers and shorts. Nadia inquires, what have you done to him? Oz responds, he's fine. Picture of health. She tells him to remove the tape and she wants to hear it from him. Oz says, I'm doing you a solid. Your son's a talker. Alright. Let's see. We're joining late. We can win this game.
They've got an assault pack. Send heads
Hardpoint
out.
is secure. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
What gun is that? Oh, it's a 3-round burst rifle, huh? You still think you would need to shoot me
Hardpoint
twice.
locked down.
Enemy Molotov. Watch out.
That was a bad toss.
Sit rep. LDPR incoming.
Semtex front.
Single shooter.
They're bombing the hard point, but we don't seem to be losing lives, which is really good.
Enemy RCXD detected. Hostile UAV.
Hostile RCXD.
I'll take that one for the team, absolutely I will.
Hardpoint located.
Alright, I'm getting double kills, which is good. I want to get this gun gold, but it's not going to be super easy. I think this is a little bit harder of a hard point to hold, but I like that these gates are closed.
Heads up. Molotov inbound.
Arcades are making noise.
I got a kill right there, but no, this I can understand why we're down, because nobody's choosing to hold the hard point.
Hostiles done. Enemy Molotov. Watch out. Heads up. Frag.
Am I going to get a double kill there? Yeah, but it's not going to count, because I need a double kill with my weapon both times. Thank you, teammate. I was not going to win that. I don't know where they're going to come from, but it seems my teammate is watching that side. I would be so wrong about that. He's probably just AFK.
Hardpoint locked down.
I'm not going to get... You have to hold it for at least a second or you're not going to get
Hardpoint is
points.
active.
Chuck and sticky.
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Everyone on me.
Hostiles have the
Damn it.
hardpoint.
Wow, he took a lead that quickly, huh?
Hardpoint is secure.
That's the beautiful thing about Hardpoint is that each,
Enemy
like,
flashbang. Semtex.
Damn it. Is that each hard point you hold for 60 seconds. Are you fucking kidding me?
Enemies are rearming. Heads up. Molotov inbound.
Must have been an assault pack he had in front of him. Because those block
Enemy
bullets.
UAV inbound.
I got some kill streaks here.
Hard point located.
Hostile Archangel. Tally.
Damn, I could have gotten like a triple kill right there. I gotta go to this hard point though, and this one's hard to break.
Hard point active.
It's gonna be really tough to get that diamond. I'm trying really hard, but I have to get 3 kills with it.
Decoy coming in. Sleep easy.
Yeah, but that's not gonna count. Dude, he's literally standing on top of the thing. He wants to die, I'm telling you.
Semtex. Have fun. Enemy stun coming in.
Kill him.
Hostiles have
Damn
captured
it.
the hard point. Hard
You didn't
point
think I'd
locked
let that
down.
go, did ya? Sending concussion.
Uh,
Heads up. Molotov. Enemy with Semtex. Sighted flashbang.
yeah, it's also really weak, the XM4, but I like
Hard
it.
point is secure.
I have CHF barrel on this, so it does more damage on headshots as well. Like, if you throw a CHF, the recoil goes skyrocket, so if you aim for the chest, you might just end up hitting him in the head. But it's kind of cute how little people play this
Hard point
objective.
locked down.
I think it's like something about fear. What's up, Seth? Oh, I could've gotten that kill. Damn it.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Come on, take the hard point, fellas. Look at this, I probably lead. Look at this whole time. The other team's doing it pretty
Hit 'em
regularly.
hard.
We need one close air now.
That's a double kill I was looking
Been a
for.
minute.
Yeah, if you're gonna slide like that, it might be good to not slide directly at them, but slide to the side. Because it's easier for you to aim. Oh, what the fuck? Bruh, are you serious?
C1. Sharpshooter
Hard point is
removed.
secure. Hard point active.
Good
Calling it
kill.
forestry. Hostiles
Good
captured
kill.
Hard point. Hard point locked down.
Move up. Front.
Oh shit, I probably get like 4 kills with this, but I think the Archangel's gonna have a better chance of this. Thank you, Warcry, I'll be helping that.
Eyes on
Hostiles
Semtex.
have the hard point.
Oh!
Using Archangel.
That's funny.
Hard point is secure.
Enemy with Semtex. Enemy Molotov. What? Where you going, mate?
God damn it! That's the type of situation that the recoil isn't great. But yeah, I guess we'll have to win it on 1. That's
Hard
fine.
point identified. Hard point locked down. Hostiles
No
have
points
the
for
hard
you,
point.
sir. I'm kidding, he's gonna get a little bit. So yeah, you can shoot. I didn't know that you could do that, but you can shoot at these bullets and they open. Instead of breaking the bullet, you just open it.
Crimson's falling back. Hell of a show.
Oh, it's not about when you show up, it's what you do when you do.
Piss off.
Yeah, I remember this. I hope it was when I was here. I want to say hi, Mom. Yeah, I saw that, and then I show up, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah. yeah, that's me. That's me, hi. Oh, Fury kill, shit. And the blast trap behind him, or a spring mine. Yeah, you can't do that. You can watch your back that way for sure. Let's try out this new emote I got. I don't even remember where I got that from. If it was Battle Pass or what, but definitely from somewhere. Let's see. I'm gonna see my progress on this camo because you can't really see it that well. But if you are curious about it, you can go to your barracks and go to challenges and go to camos. So Machina, I need 6 more double kills. I could probably do that today. Let's go. Let's read a couple more pages and then we'll play another game. But I'm gonna leave a I'm gonna leave the headset on, and I'm gonna turn it off. I really don't want this to run out of battery because I want to play a lot of games, and I have backup batteries for my controller, but you can't. I don't have those. Don't use batteries. So, what have you done to him? Nadia asks about when she sees him in boxers and shorts, and he's like drenched. Oz responds, "He's fine. Picture of health." She tells him to remove the tape, and she wants to hear it from him. Oz says, "I'm doing you a solid. Your son's a talker. You want this over quick. Just let me see the shrooms. We'll be on our way." Nadia looks over at her guard and nods. Oz tells Bruno to go over and check the product. Bruno, with arms raised, goes over to the truck and removes a plastic covering. The camera goes back to Oz. He tells Taj to calm down. Jesus Christ. Bruno gives the all good message, and Oz tells Bruno to sit in the truck. Nadia quickly says the product stays put until her son is released. Nadia's guard kicks the truck door shut as Bruno tries to enter it. Oz, relaxed, tells Nadia to relax, that he knows, and then he releases Taj and tells him to go to mama. He walks over slowly as his ankles are tied together. I don't know why they're so good at tying people up in this show. Oz now reveals his signature Uzi, and then the garage door type thing shuts them in to whatever warehouse they're in. Armed men arrive on scene and are stationed above them, shooting down. Oz takes cover. Bruno takes on Nadia's guard and seems okay at the moment. Oz kills a guard near him, and Bruno seemed to have successfully disarmed his opponent and is firing up the rafters because there's more guards up there, so they were trying to betray him too. Oz begins to walk back over to Nadia and Taj. Lights a lighter as Nadia is heard saying, "Baby," and Taj says, "Mama." Oz, with hate in his eyes, tosses the light on the trail that the drenched Taj left behind, and the flame runs over to the two of them and effectively burns them, because I guess Nadia was hugging her son after that time. It starts with Taj and ending on Nadia. Oz looks on for a while, enjoying his handiwork, until the extinguisher falls from the ceiling. The alarm goes off, and Bruno and Oz take off in the Shrooms truck. An upbeat tune plays as they depart at night, and continues as the scene changes to day, and the camera takes a down road path from a poster promoting Don Mitchell Sr. for mayor. Is it junior or senior? I think it's junior, sorry. Shrooms are well exposed as they arrive. Oz checks the product, and they seem to have crumbled to dust. Apparently 2 buckets that were sealed were unharmed, but the rest are dead and gone. Oz panics as he claims he can't build an empire with 2 buckets. One of his men asks Oz if they can just get more. Oz asks him, "From where, Nick? Sophia's been working this stuff for months." He hands over the 2 buckets with orders to keep them warm. Like, Nick is some guy who was at the place that they drove to. He receives a call, he checks it, picks up, and says, "Mikey, tell me something good." "Mikey's dead," replies Sal. He says, "Thanks for the keys. I never could have gotten out without them." He continues by saying there's no place he won't find him now, and says he's cooked. Oz claps back. "Cooked, eh? Call your wife. See if she picks up. You stole from the wrong guy." He hangs up, unsure where Sal took the call from. But we see that he's not in Blackgate, because we see a little bit of him when he's on the call. After the call ends, Oz calls Vic and asks about his mom. Vic tells him, "Yeah, no, she's Vic! How is she?" "She's fine. She's just sleeping." Oz takes a deep sigh of relief, and Vic goes on, "When are you gonna be here? Look, I got a lot of heat on me, so I need you to get my mom out of there. There's a go bag in the kitchen behind the pantry, and don't forget meds. She's not gonna like it much." Vic asks what happened. Penguin yells at him to just do it. Vic, unfazed. I guess that's a more valid reason, I guess, to want to move around, as if you're worried somebody's gonna try to capture somebody, other than like going to prison. Because if they capture you and take you to prison, I don't know if it's as bad as someone like torturing you and kidnapping you, but maybe not all prisons are as like idealistic as you would think that would be protected by the Constitution or whatever. Vic, unfazed, asks where to go. Oz doesn't know, but somewhere no one would think to look. Victor accepts his task and with pride says, "I got this. I'll take care of her." And the scene changes. I'm gonna keep reading a little bit, but I'm also gonna search for a match because I think I can get some more games in. I kind of want to see if I can get this XM4 diamond now, and maybe I'll show off that I got this knife diamond as well. But I don't think all of my knives are golden. I think I need to change some of them. I mean diamond. I need to make sure that the ones that have the knife are diamond, but I'm still trying to get that I think it's this one. No, they're all probably one of these lower ones. Maybe this one. No. The cleaver here. Yeah, so I'm working on the power drill right now. It's really more like, it was so easy to get the diamond. Like, it was surprisingly easy to get 3 kills in 1 life with the knife, but here you got to do it 10 times. And the dark the diamond camo on 33 weapons, that's gonna take some time, but I'm working on the ARs right now. I have this gold, and for some reason it's not gold. I hate that it goes to skins before camos. But yeah, it seems like Hardpoint is the most popular game mode in all of Call of Duty. So hopefully I can get all the double kills I need. I need 6 double kills. But the thing is with the double kills is I have to use the XM4, but I have 60 rounds in this, and we're getting killed. We're starting fresh, so. Shit.
Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure. Hostiles have the hard point.
Got the concussion assist there. It looks like we're gonna lose this game, but that's okay. I wish my teammates would help. Like, while they're shooting at me, that's your go to start shooting them, you know?
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
But yeah, okay. Seems like there's various ranges of things here. Come on, peek your head out again. The thing about these people who are really good is, like, they respect their lives. Like, they do not jump out and
Eliminated
die.
hostile assault pack.
Hard point is secure.
Damn it! I ran out of 60 bullets in a magazine? Sorry for Mike.
Enemy, 12 o'clock.
Dang it, I couldn't hit any of those shots, but somebody did at least. Yeah, I don't know if we can win this, but we can sure as shit try. Look at all those UAVs on my radar, that's kind of cool.
Hard
What
point
the
active.
fuck was that?
Hostiles
Why do
have
people
captured
like
the
this
hard
frost line so much? Oh my goodness, really. Oh wow, I've never seen a level 1000 before.
point. All over you. Have some
Shut the fuck. I wish I knew this girl's name.
Enemy with Semtex.
They move like crazy.
enemy UAV inbound.
I think I've seen that AR clan before. Gotcha. But I keep killing the wrong person. I want to kill that level 1000.
PID, they're mine.
What the fuck was that? I gotta see this shit.
Lockdown.
Dude, I got turned on. That's
Hostiles have the
crazy.
hard point. Hard point is active.
Hey, don't make me return fire.
Oh my golly. How is he a level 56?
Target down. Sighted flashbang.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Oh my god. It's funny because they're not top heavy. Like I think they have a harp though. Like even the people who aren't like at the top of the leaderboard are still pretty respectably good. Jesus, man. That's crazy. Well, let's see if we can at least move them to a P4, but I kind of doubt it.
I see you.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Oh my goodness. At least we're moving to a P4. No, wait, are we? Nah, might not. I'm gonna see if I can get a sight line up here.
Hard point
Oh my
identified.
god, dude. It has to be now.
Hostile marksman.
Well, regardless, yeah, we got to the next one, but we lost. But I got another kill.
Hostiles have the hard
Sheesh,
point.
that was intense. That was intense.
Look, the math's not hard. We lost.
Yeah, whatever. So the scene changes. Sophia is shuffling through a clothes and shoes closet that is large and female owned. But it's a modest walk-in. Jesus Christ, man. I've seen this AR clan before, I think. Iridescent, huh? Yeah, that's pretty impressive, Loki. This dude plays COD a lot. And then sleeps. COD and sleep. COD and sleep. She's smelling some of the coats as someone enters in with a singular companion. Upon hearing him say, Sophia, we recognize him to be Julian Rush, and the one who escorted him seems to be a bodyguard. Once Sophia realizes it's him, she asks him what he's doing here, with her attention still on the clothing. And he tells her that the police came to him and were asking about her. She says, and he says, I didn't say anything, to which she ignoredly says, what do you want, Julian? Let's run this event, let's see how much we got.
You are on another level, man. You ready to see your reward? Here we go. Oh, shit. Grow your own flower with this garden set. Gnomes included. Oh, sick. Show the prize. Load another bowl for your furry homies with this tungsten carbide dog bowl.
I probably should do that one, but I'm gonna do this one.
You on? Hope it's dope. Now you can blow clouds and paint them with our amazing acrylic art set.
What am I even running right now? I am running that still. I'm running that emblem. I should change it, but whatever. Alright, hopefully I think we're starting at the beginning this time, I hope. And then sharply changes tone, because I'm in the middle of something. At this part, we see she's not wearing pants, just an oversized white dress-like undershirt suitable for a fancy occasion, and she's handling a fur coat. I think we're past the point of analysis, don't you? Alright, let's see if I can do a little bit better on these double kills than I did last round. This is a bit distracting, I'll admit, having it open like this, but... Oh my goodness, golly me. Well, at least my teammate got the kill.
Hardpoint locked down.
Semtex. Eyes on Semtex.
We're pulling ahead.
Dude, you see how it's the CHF barrel, honestly. Veered off to the side, it's... I think it'll be easier to get that Ames gold, but for now we're running XM. You're not allowed to try to get guns diamond until you at least have all the golds. I'm still
Enemy
working
stand
on
coming
gold
in.
right now, not diamond. And I am inaccurate.
Hardpoint
Thank you,
active.
teammate. Oh my god, and I got shot in the back by this Jay Lin.
Hostiles attached to hardpoint.
Good kill, team. Good kill, team. Good kill, me. No double kill, though.
Eyes on enemy drill charge.
Oh my god, I really should have had that kill. These spawns are kind of crazy, but I should be able to kill them if they're still trying to get in. If they're in, it's going to be more difficult. I could have gotten another double kill. It is kind of funny how, like, when they always die in prone, their legs are, like, super spread, but it honestly makes a lot of sense, because you need to have a wide base to try to be more accurate, and being in prone does make your... Oh my god, does the Archangel really not get kills? Oh my goodness, apparently not. I only got one bullet and it wasn't enough.
Let's fucking go!
Oh my god. This hard point is really tough to break, but we'll break it.
Hostile UAV established overhead. Hardpoint locked down.
Hostile shooter.
Ramming Semtex.
Dude, this...
Hardpoint located.
I might turn off the CHF. I might change the attachments after this. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Oh my goodness. On a map like this, like on a... Yeah, it's just... You can start to tell, like, these maps have different strengths. And it seems like... Dude, what the fuck?
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
I don't know. I think there's just some engagements that, like, if he had an SMG, he'd have the advantage.
Got some stun.
Like, these long-range encounters, like, I feel like I should be winning them, but I think their guns are, they're not, I think he had an XM4 as well.
Hardpoint is
Target
secure.
dropped.
Dude, I can't get any of these kills. I don't know what it is. It's like I have to hit them in the head or it's no good.
Heads up. Frag.
Like, no, like, that's the thing. That's the problem with this gun, is it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's okay, it's okay.
Got the sniper. Let's make moves.
Hardpoint set.
Whew. Wow, my teammate, I literally gave us the opening, and nobody went for it.
Established above.
Disappointing. Counter UAVs are harder to shoot out than UAVs. And it just sucks because I can't tell if my teammate is on this or not. Yeah, that's it. Oh my god, like, stay on the hard point. Like, I left because you were on it.
Stun send. Oi, enemy grenade.
It's a good thing I have flak jacket. I guess I'll hold on to this semi.
Everyone on me! Go!
Hardpoint located.
TACOM, launch a UAV.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the
Damn it.
hardpoint.
I literally, that's the thing when you have so many people on the map. I don't get it. Like, it's just timing.
Archangel is hot.
Enemy throwing stun.
Gotta work on your aim, brother.
Off them.
Hardpoint is secure.
Damn it. Yeah, sometimes getting these guns gold, you just can't wait to get rid of them. But I like this XM4. It's nice. It's like humbling because I think it was the first
Enemy
gun I
flak
started using.
Concussion grenade.
I think these people are honestly not that bad. They use cover pretty well. I feel like I should have gotten that kill, but whatever.
Hardpoint identified.
Oh my god, dude. This is another time when they got a lot of points.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint set.
That was tough. Close range. If I had the SMG, it'd be easier, but I didn't, so.
Enemy stun coming in.
God damn, yo.
There's one.
Hardpoint is secure.
Incoming drill jump.
Heads up, frag.
We have the
Concussion
edge.
grenade
Don't get
sighted.
cocky. This shit ain't over.
Enemy with Semtex.
I wish I had fast hands. It's so hard to pick up grenades. The range is so close, even though you could just like reach for it, and it takes time for you to get it open anyway.
Hostiles have captured the
Unbelievable.
hardpoint. Hardpoint located. Hostile UAV.
Did he hear me?
overhead.
I must not. I don't have ninja in this class, but at least I spawned on the hard point.
Movement.
Hardpoint active. Hardpoint locked down.
I heard everything. I heard him. They just got good eyes, what can you say? This spawn point is ridiculous. There's a lot of spawns like this though in hardpoint where you literally spawn on the hardpoint.
Do that again. I fucking dare you.
Oh, I don't know if I got any double kills.
Hardpoint identified.
Semtex, sending concussion.
Whatever.
All mission objectives met. Way to make me proud.
I think we're
Good job,
past the
crew.
point of analysis,
Someone
don't
pull
you?
fast
She
and
says,
out, right?
walking across the room. Yes, he says, you're right. And you were right about me. But it's not the control I miss. When I saw you in the news, I knew it was you. As he says that last line, she further examines the coat, so embroidered on it. Isabella Gigante. That's what's embroidered on the coat. He continues, that you did what you had to do. I can already see it, what it's given you, the release. And I'd like to feel that too, with you. I'd like to be a part of whatever's next. As he's saying all this, he's behind her. But as he says the lines about understanding her, her expression becomes intrigued. So he can't see this, but we can. He finishes with, if you'll have me. He wants to be a part of that if she'll have him. And she looks at him as he says that, and then looks him up and down his body as if now she is ready to take control of him. Steady drumbeat was playing throughout this, and as the scene changes, it becomes an intensely loud drumbeat. And now we are behind Sophia, and she's wearing that same coat, and she enters a room with Julian sitting by the door she entered from, and many men chattering deeper within. As the room comes into focus, Vidi is at the deepest part of the room, standing tall at a table, and he raises his voice to quiet everyone down. The camera moves to Sophia after he says, "Ladies got something to say," and Sophia is clad in a modest but beautiful spaghetti strapped black dress with dark black eyeliner, her eyebrows done and her hair rich with flair, and also showing off her self-inflicted scratch marks around her neck. She walks through the room as the men make room for her. She thanks Johnny for the respect he has given her, and now she stands tall in front of that same art piece Carmine sat in front of last episode. As Vidi departs to her right, they all, let's get a little rematch on Hardpoint on Vorkuta. I think this is going to be the last game, and then I'm just going to keep reading all this. For the respect he has given her, and now she stands tall in front of that same art piece Carmine sat in front of last episode, as Vidi departs to her right. They all become seated, that can, because Julian stays standing, I don't know if he has that placement on the table. And she starts by, quote, addressing the elephant in the room. I gasped the family. Everyone reacts moderately silently, and the guy next to Vidi slouches a bit and looks at Vidi very closely, clearly noting that she left him alive for some reason. Perhaps fear? It looks like we're gonna have to play a subsonic. She goes on, I killed them all, and I am so glad they're dead. My family disposed of my mother like she was nothing. Then they did the same to me. And honestly, none of you are any different. None of you are made men. Except for Johnny here. The rest of you, mere pawns. You're overlooked, expendable. My mother was Isabella Gigante. Few spoke of her after she died, because she was a force greater than the Falcones could handle. As of today, my father's legacy is dead, and we will never speak his name again. From this point on, I am a Gigante. And this is a new family now. A lot has happened up until this point. She got a little emotional at first, perhaps understandably so. And she walked over and kissed Vidi on the top of his head as she praised him. And she got a little emotional again. No tears though.
Capture the objective.
Alright, let's see if I can get my gold XM4.
Hardpoint is secure. We've taken control.
I think it's gonna be an easy game, but depending on this start, they're literally sitting down and we can't. I've been a part of some pretty lopsided hardpoints, but never a shutout. I've never been a part of a shutout. I've been a part of a 259 that I got on the channel, but that was on Babylon too. But even still, like the map is so small, but they couldn't even hold it for 10 seconds. But yeah, if they can't kill me, I'm gonna be happy with that, I guess. But I hopped off the hard point. I don't know why people don't like getting on the hard point. You can get kill streaks from it, you know. 25 for the zone capture, and the longer you're on it, I think you get 50 each time.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
There goes our shutout.
Calling in score streak.
Thanks, Seth.
Hard point is active.
Let's keep that door
Hard point is
closed.
secure.
I feel like people don't know how to play this map. You know you can open that door, right? What air.
Enemy marksman down.
Is that a
Now's our
double?
chance.
Enemy UAV
Yeah, it
inbound.
is. I'm gonna have to like actively go for these double kills, I think. You know the hard point's right there, man. Everyone's so intent on killing everybody before they hop on the hard point. You understand we're playing 6v6, right? You'd have to kill at least 3 people, and then by the time you're on the hard point, the other 3 have already gotten there. Whatever, man. You just gotta be okay with losing your life. You can still get pretty good EDs.
Hard point
I don't know about
Gotta move
KDs.
up. Cover the sniper. Let's make moves.
Dude, fuck this lag. I literally...
Hard point active.
I could've gotten... Whatever, I'm just mad that I didn't get another double kill.
Kill.
Oh, shit.
Sniper working.
Operator
Damn it.
establishing score streak.
Hostiles at the hard point.
I should have gotten both. I literally got I probably got 90 on each of them. It does take about 5 bullets to kill with this thing, unless you're getting headshots. But you have to get like all of them headshots for it to be 4 kills. It tells you the score breakdown.
Hard point located.
It's like 24, I think, for body and leg and arm. Well, that's great.
Back on. Get a UAV in the air.
Hard point is active.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Thank you for getting the kill, teammate. You can't do it on your own, clearly. This is my opportunity for a double.
Operator establishing score streak.
Dude, just run cold-blooded. You do not have to shoot out the score streak. It's okay. I can understand why not everyone would know that. It took me some learning as well.
Hold out your best shot.
See what I'm talking about? Like, why is that not a kill? Oh, I have to track him. Sure, I guess. I guess I just need to move around more.
You're mine.
It's so annoying. It does no damage, but hey, what can you
Calling
do?
in score streak.
Hard point active.
Toss and stun.
You gonna come contest?
Get a
Of
care
course
package
not.
on my grid.
People love their lives.
Marshal request UAV set.
I guess I should consider that a good thing.
Tally.
God damn it, this fucking lag just cost me a double kill.
New target.
Thank you. Holy shit. That was way too close.
Five down.
Hard point located.
I mean, give me some assists, team. I need 75. Get some kill. Get a kill. Get a kill. Anybody, anybody, anybody. Thank you.
Sam turret is online.
Calling in score
Confirm
streak.
kill.
Back off. Launch a UAV. Hard point is secure.
Contacts down.
Hostiles at the hard point.
Why am I so ass? Whatever, man. man.
Finish line's in sight. Don't let up.
Strategic bomber on my grid.
I bombed the wrong place. Whatever.
Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point is secure.
Firing for effect. 16 rounds.
This is like
Second Hellstorm
so
launch.
bad, but whatever.
Out there they are. Fox, missile away. Looks good. One KIA.
Operator establishing store streak.
Hard point identified.
Hey, look, my LDBR is still running.
Bravo fucking Zulu.
Alright, I think I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna...
the
first I'm gonna check my
digging
camo progress, because if I can get that diamond now, like if I have like 3 or less, I should be able to do that now. Was it? Was it though? Like, their best player? I don't know. Fine, I guess. This guy's got a diamond aims. Yeah, that's what I thought, Mikey. That's what I thought. What was it? 29? It was better than 9. Whatever, man. Back at ya. Oh, he's using that for the event as well. I don't know if I got enough blaze bucks. Let me just check this all and assess my situation, because I am very close to finishing this, and it looks like I could probably keep it under the 2 hours again, even still. Like, that last episode was way shorter than I thought it was gonna be. So let's see. We got event. I got the 14. Let's go ahead and run this.
You could get everyone baked with this brand new ceramic cookware set.
This brand new ceramic cookware set. Challenges, camos. Yeah, I can do it. Alright, so I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna read. Once I'm done reading, we'll run one more game. And then I'll throw on the diamond camo and I'll use it a little bit next time. I might change the loadouts again. Just because, like, I don't know. I might be able to do it every time. There's only 8 left. That way I can narrow it down. Because I've had a lot of fun running this, but I already finished the show that they have out right now. It's funny because the first season was only available on the platform that I was watching it at first. And after it was over, I was like, dang, thank God that's over. And I can see why they didn't make more seasons. And then I look it up and there's 2 more seasons. And I'm like, damn it, I have to watch it now. So I went around and I watched it and it was pretty interesting, and definitely adds a lot, but I thought it would be good since I was talking about how I named all my guns after girls. Like, this is a female soccer team, so I kind of liked getting to know the characters a little more. But you gotta keep moving on. We'll see what I can do for the next one. I have like, it takes me like a month to do all these, but they're all releasing pretty steadily. I hope you can appreciate that. But yeah, let's just read the next like 8-ish pages, and then we'll get this diamond XM4. At this point, Vidi whispers up at her and says, "What are you doing?" Sophia extends a hand to Vidi as if telling him to wait, and then speaks this next part with her hand as well. "A family that will not treat you like cannon fodder on a fruitless war against the Maronis. A war that I intend to end." "Alright, okay, Sophia, let's not be rash here," says Vidi. "These gentlemen know we have a score we need to settle." BAM! Totally forgot this part, but now I feel I should have seen it coming. Vidi gets 1 shot, 1 killed by a Glock to the dome. Everyone looks a bit shocked, except Julian. He only looks a bit questioned, like intrigued. Then she takes over a bag from behind her and unzips it to reveal stacks of cash inside. She says, "This was my father's, but he made it off of your labor. You did the dirty work, and they kept it all for themselves." I mean, it sounds like Carmine did a bit of his own dirty work, but I guess we don't need to be praising that. But I guess he's losing the money at the end of the day. "And this is where I'm grateful not to have a Sophia..." Oh, I said this. "This is where I am grateful not to have a Sophia Gigante hanging over my head, because I'm pretty sure they have salaries or they wouldn't be there." Because I'm like, as she's saying this, I'm like, dude, like, they're getting compensated. Like, he's kind of running the whole thing. They're getting paid. Whatever. But she's hopeful. Okay. But anyway, she continues, "If you join me, you will have a new family, and I will pay you what you're worth. More money than you've ever seen before." She then dumps all of the money in front of Vidi's dead body, and once all has been said, the man to the right of Vidi's corpse makes a slow move for the cash, but then looks to Sophia and says, "Miss Gigante?" She nods, pleased with herself, and probably pleased with the respect. And then he reaches over Vidi's limp arm, begins with the first collection, and she says, "Go ahead." And so they all scavenge for the scraps of her Falcone trust fund. Music picks up, Julian looks on with pride, Sophia smiles at him, and the scene changes. Back to the city. In the daylight, with sirens sounding and a minivan driving through, the minivan drives past a mural that has the text Crown Point across it, and you see trash and debris on one side, and children walking on the other, led by a woman who seems to be walking to the left of her son. Like, it's just people. People are living there. We move into the car. Why are we here? Asks Francis, Oz's mother. You said Oswald was taking over. Victor responds, yeah, he is, but things with the Maronis got messy, and we should go. Yeah, obviously it wasn't him who killed the Falcons. And we should go somewhere no one would think to look, but I guess she doesn't want to be afraid. I don't know. I guess he did Oz a favor by lying to her, but still. As they reach a stop, we see a man looking through the trash with a trash bag over his shoulder and a voice somewhere saying to look for anything valuable. Inside the stopped car, Vic says, nobody really cares about Crown Point, and after saying this, he gets out of the car. We hear some rap music playing somewhere nearby, but Vic looks uncomfortable, as if he is back home. Francis gets out of the car, clutching her lamp with jewels on it, looking displeased as she comments, ain't this nice? VIP parking. Vic opens the trunk of the van, unbothered, but at this point, the voice becomes clearer and he worriedly knows who is speaking with it. We see Squid, the person from episode 3's opening that Graciela hates. Vic whispers, shit, closes the trunk, scurries to Francis and tells her to come along and to not let him see you. She clutches the lamp still and it seems to really be giving her comfort, as she is not tense at all. She even laughs at Vic a bit, saying, what did he do to you? You're practically pissing yourself. He motions her over behind some trashed cars, and once safely hidden, he explains, his name is Squid. He's a bad guy. He runs the drops and all that from this area. He tells her they need to get off the street and points to where they need to go. She asks, where are you taking me? He says, my friend Calvin's apartment. He used to live here. Watch your step. As he's helping her through the door, Squid spots him, clear as day, but Vic does not notice. It's fascinating though that the main source of like business in that area and in Gotham seems to be drugs. And since drugs don't really help people that often, it kind of like makes them less productive sometimes and can affect their health and sometimes their relationships, whereas like other jobs and like service or creating like I don't maybe even that could be in the same category, honestly, but I do think it helps to like boost people, I mean, just a little bit to like go be productive, whereas like if you're building like a house or maintaining something, like yeah, it's construction. Why am I saying construct? Yeah, I was watching Squid Game, so that first episode had a line about construction, but all these stuff that like help and things that like could, I don't know. I guess it's a complicated thing because people need to find enjoyment in their lives, but I just think it's interesting that there's also like a lot of drawbacks in the sense that like the things that people are investing their time into aren't really helping people, and that's why this place stays in this state of disarray. Once Vic is inside, he flicks the light switch a few times to no avail. No lights, huh? Yeah. Vic smells it a bit, not displeased, and Francis says, wow. When Victor asks what it is, she says, this looks like the apartment I had with my boys. After a pause, she says, I hate it here. Vic walks over to the window, which is on a higher elevation than the street. He says, I used to live over there, to which Francis says, the east side is cursed. This catches Vic's attention, and she finishes with, it takes everything from you. Dang, that's a tough line. The scene changes to below a train rail. Penguin is knocking on a door, and as he's doing so, we see him through the peephole. Eve lets him in. Oz is in a panic, breathing heavily. She is concerned, worried something was done to him. Finally, he goes in to hug her, and she consoles him. He's taller, but she cradles his head anyway. Penguin begins to tell her to pack her things and that they need to lay low. Vic has a spot in Crown Point, and Sal and Sophia won't think to look there. She says, Sal? And then not a worried sigh, more of a I'm tired sigh. If you've heard it before, you know what I mean. He tries to tell her more, that it's not just him and Vic, but she cuts him off before he can mention that his mom is there. She says she's not going with him, that she can't. He says, I thought we were in this together. Now he's mad when she starts mumbling about how she can't. He gets a little mad. Unfucking believable. You're doing this right now. Where are you gonna go? You got some high roller you'd rather shack up with? Very insecure to assume there's a better man than him for her out there. For the money? She starts speaking softly. We had a deal. We look out for each other. We don't fuck each other over. That's why this worked. Oz stumbles a bit, then yells, after everything I've done for you, I'm not fucking worth it no more? He says as he knocks over some things in her home. He says more of the same as he throws and shatters a lamp. She looks on calmly, unafraid, and then he leans over the table, putting himself down and calling himself stupid. She goes to him and consoles him. He doesn't react, but she says, I know you're gonna be back on top again soon. Silence. She moves away and says, you know I'm yours, but right now, I'm just gonna hold you back. We zoom in on Oz's scary, broken face, and he savagely licks his lips looking at her, then looks down in concession. She says, you know I'm yours, right now I'm just gonna hold you back. So I think even though Penguin was upset, he liked that that's how she closed, even with him reacting that way. The scene changes and Sal is in his safe house, sobbing as he looks at a picture of his wife and son. Then pop, pop from outside. The door opens. A man holds the door from behind and in enters Sophia. No longer sexy, but yes, longer frightening. Freedom always comes at a cost, doesn't it? She says, and Sal begins to stand. And now Sophia is the one pointing the gun. Sit down, Salvatore. He obeys. Sophia walks closer, smiling widely. Gun pointed, scars shown. What a funky hideout. She scrunches her face. Big fan of wood, I see. Oh, Antonucci's. Oh, that doesn't look like it traveled well. So I think Antonucci's is some shop that he ordered takeout from. Sal is embarrassed. She's picking his food. Half half-empty whiskey bottle in hand, she sits down. You can see that Sal's like sad. She sits down and removes her cast, her coat, to show a badly disfigured shoulder. Like not disfigured, but like burned, like crazy. Potentially a burn that is healed. She talks saying her father always said Sal was too sentimental and that he believed this made him weak because Sal was too sentimental. That's what her father thought. She takes a breath and says, I don't think he understood why you cared so much about your family. Sal responds, it's because you Falcones eat your own. She says, your family had it right, I think. 10 years ago, a measly driver spun a bullshit story about me, the daughter of the Falcone Don, and he got rewarded for it. And now here we are, suffering at the hands of that same man. She leans forward, placing her scarred shoulder into the light. But you, would you have let that stand? Sal responds, I would have ripped out his tongue and left him for the vultures. That's what I thought, Sophia responds. The camera zooms in on his ring, and she continues, saying she is sorry for what happened to his wife and son. But he just says, why are you here? What do you want? She says, I've come to end the war between our two families. He chuckles at this, but she lowers her weapon, interlaces her fingers, and says, I'm not gonna kill you. He asks why. Because it's what Oz wants. Sal begins, the Falcones and Maronis, but Sophia jumps in. The Falcones are dead. She goes on to say she wants to join their families, the Maronis and Gigantes, as a show of strength. She drops an extra blink as she uses her mother's surname, but Sal is interested. Her plan is to kill Oz, then take over the city. Scene change. We're at Crown Point at night. In comes Penguin with a large industry-grade flashlight and a bucket of shrooms. Vic is asleep on the couch, and Oz finds himself to his mother's bedroom, where she is sleeping, seemingly cold. He climbs in behind her as she says, Oswald. He apologizes, saying he feels like he let her down. She says, he did. Oz starts telling her this place is temporary, and he needs to figure out his next move, which made her laugh. My boy, always such big dreams, like your father. She responds, Mama, I ain't like him. I'll fix this. It's you and me under the same roof now, like it used to be. She asks him, are you trying to kill me? He says, no, Ma, I'm trying to protect you. It's better this way. She starts to cry, which makes him cry. When we're together, she says, taking me back here. You've thrown it in my face. What I lost. He replies, I lost them too. She starts to cry more and then pushes his arms away from her. What kind of man can't take care of his own mother? Get off. He seems startled. Get off, she yells, and he obeys and leaves. As he gets back to where Vic is sleeping, he starts rummaging through a box of things, which wakes Vic up, and he reacts with protection. He gets up and tries to protect himself, but once he sees it's Oz, he groggily relaxes, but also apologizes for falling asleep. Oz says to relax and that he knows he did good. And I know you don't want to be here neither. It was a smart move, Crown Point. He then walks to the window holding a baseball glove he got from the box, which now I remember because I'm reading this that it's his brother's glove. Then speaks, I told her I'd get her a penthouse. Best view in the city. Vic mentions she said something about how they used to live here, phrasing it sort of as a question. Penguin replies, he used to live here in a 2-bedroom walk-up. Looked a hell of a lot like this fucking dump. Looks at the gloves in hand and says, this was Jack's. Benny didn't play ball. Vic asks, what happened to them, to your brother? So if you remember when she was using the glove, she thought Victor was one of Penguin's brothers. What happened to your brothers? Penguin looks at him and says, the city took them, like your family. He looks down, starts, there was nothing. I was too weak. Penguin walks the room and goes on. Me and my brothers, we used to get in all sorts of trouble. Back then when we was kids, the city, that was our playground. He picks up a jar filled with coins, rattles it a bit, and then dumps it out, revealing some trinkets as well as coins. Most noticeably a rusted whistle, but he picks up a Gotham City trolley coin that says 1 fare, as if it was used for transport, paying. He studies it a bit longer, then turns to Vic and says, hey kid, let's go. The scene changes, but the conversation continues outside. We see some abandoned shopping carts and some concrete and steel-like structure. He says, ever heard of the underground trolleys that used to run through here? The music gets slow groovy. The wandering ensues. A fenced-off dog is found nearby, but Oz ignores it and starts clearing debris until a tall panel is revealed with the same logo as the coin, but much larger, of course. The music is really picking up now. He leads Vic in and shares how he and his brothers used to mess around in there a lot, and how the tunnels gave them access to the whole damn city. He keeps leading him on. Vic asks how long these have been here, seeming more afraid. Penguin says they've been abandoned since he was a kid, because greedy politicians began to divert funds, probably for their own pockets. One day, trolleys stopped running through lots of doors, lots of tunnels. Very Fallout 3 I mentioned. Once they're in a clearing, they see trolleys, a fan, and a generator. Vic is in awe. Penguin says, fucking unbelievable, right? Penguin gets a go at the generator. It starts and lights turn on. Very symbolic. Penguin is pleased. You feel that, right? He yells over at Vic as Vic is exploring an old trolley, and after Penguin says it'll take some time to get in shape. He says it's humid. You know what thrives in a place like this? Vic smiles. Mushrooms? I would have guessed penguins. But Penguin agrees with him. Vic smiles widely, and so does the Penguin. He says, this fucking place, it's calling me home. Both smile, and then the generator gives out. Darkness, episode end, and the song is like something called Reckless. Playing Search and Destroy, I don't think I'm gonna get a double kill here. But whatever. We'll give it a try anyway. We got a decent runtime. I'm probably in the middle of the game as well. I guess I'm gonna have to be really aggressive. But I don't want to rage quit, but we'll see how far into the game this is. I have a feeling it's probably pretty close to over.
Charges dropped.
It's kind of an interesting name.
Quit feeling sorry for yourself. We
We got some rage quitters. Let's see. These guys are all 55s. Yeah, so I guess we'll see what I can do. But yeah, end of an episode. Pretty good. Liked it. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna run out. There's 6 people, so hopefully, I don't know, this is gonna be tough. Getting one singular double kill, but I guess if it was easy. Wow, we got Master Prestige. No, I'm the unconsensual is the other Master Prestige.
This is where it happens.
I'm gonna take it through one of the like more narrow areas instead of like the long range areas, since I've already proven that this gun is not very accurate and pretty weak to say it as well. I thought I could get away with that. I saw the light, but he was watching me. I think I'm just gonna rage quit. I don't want to rage quit, but it's true. I have like a very specific goal in mind. It would be different if I still had something to read, but I don't, so. Oh, look at that. I'm almost at, I guess I'll run a 15-minute XP, see if I can get to 173. And let's go ahead and take off this CHF barrel and, I don't know, like a foregrip. Sprinting movement speed? Sure, let's throw on a ranger. And let's customize, let's use one of these special camos. They're unique to the weapon, which is cool. Yeah, let's do the muddled. And then let's get one double kill, right? Once I get it, I'll change to one of, I might use this Psycho Snake or this, depending on the weapon. If it's a long range one, I'll use this one. If it's a short range, I'll use this one. These ones were pretty fun as well. I did end up getting this gold as well. I can't prove it, but I did. Maybe you saw it. Oh my god, why am I getting all these search and destroy games all of a sudden? Is this like the time for search and destroy? Dang, I gotta take it off, but the same. Let me see if I can get a quick double kill, I guess. That's what I get for saying I'd play one more game.
Charges dropped.
Dude, we got fucking shredded. What is with this
No
shit?
time for moping. We have more work to do.
At least there's 5 of us and 6 of them. I might have to wait. Honestly, I think instead of running out there and trying to get 2 kills, I'm gonna try to survive until the end and hope that they group together. But this is like more time than I want to take, but what can you do? It's just there's so much time in between. I don't mind the game mode. It's just like, I guess they're trying to show some diversity here. Yeah, I do like, I think I'm gonna, let's see what I can do. I'm gonna run a little slow, I think. But it doesn't look like my team got anybody.
Kill team.
I didn't even mean to do that. Okay, well. That's awesome, wow. So now I have an opportunity for a double kill, huh, don't I?
Semtex, front!
Awesome. That's awesome. Alright, well this Vanessa 760 is pretty good. And this Maya version, Christmas, is not feeling very festive. Shooting after the shot, but I guess siblings can be a little bit reckless like that. Psychedelic. Alright, we'll give it one more round, but if not, I'm just gonna have to dip again, because are these people like crazy good, or is it just like, there's my team, like, I don't know if my team could be that crazy bad, but I kinda got a double kill there, but I like choked on that kill. If I had killed that person, I could have saved her, but let's see. I'm not gonna get this, I don't have a fast enough weapon.
Bomb carrier down.
Good job.
Enemy sighted.
Alright, well, she quit. I guess I'll quit. I'm gonna take off search and destroy. I apologize for that. I honestly, like, you know what? I'm pretty sure the next map is gonna be domination. I should be able to find a game with domination, so if you made it this far, I guess you'll see a little bit more. I might be wrong, but I think it'll be a domination game. So let's just get a domination game, and maybe I'll edit my customize this. Let's do a calling card that is objective based. Oh, this is kind of good for this, huh? It's on brand, but I don't know if that's what I'm running with. Alright, I guess we don't need to change it. If I found something that really drew my eye, I feel like I could have changed the calling card, but since this is for next time, we'll see. I drew a game of domination on this map not too long ago, and it was kind of really cool. Everybody was such good vibes after it. You always like end up doing the math towards the end of the game, like to see if you can catch up. Awesome, we're getting a full game. This is exactly what I wanted. This is better. I usually go for B first, but this map is really tiny, so we'll see.
Objective.
Objective's vulnerable. Let's make it ours.
Marking down the area.
Bravo zone secure. The lead is ours. Securing Charlie. Losing B.
Cover me. Taking the objective.
God damn it, why am I so cheeks?
We've locked down A. We're losing Alpha. We're losing Charlie.
That would have been a
Lockdown
great
Bravo.
double that I didn't get. Looks like I'm gonna have to work for it, huh?
They're taking C.
Capturing the objective.
You're not killing me, sorry. You're gonna have to chase me down.
Hell yeah.
Lockdown.
Objective's ours.
Losing A. Losing Bravo. Lost Alpha. All
Dude,
zones
what the
lost.
fuck? I mean, how many
Locking
bullets
down
do you want to
Charlie.
take? I mean, shit,
Taking
yo.
A. We've given up the lead. We control Zone C.
Beginning
Securing
capture.
Alpha.
What the fuck? Am I bad, or is this gun ass? They're really gonna make me work for this double kill, but this is what I
We're
needed.
losing Charlie.
Sharpshooter removed.
Watchdog Helo incoming on your location. Taking B.
Crimson 1 taking the objective.
I don't have cold-blooded on this
Taking
class,
Alpha.
as you can probably tell, but I
Bravo
feel like it's probably
underway.
better to take Bravo anyway.
Come
What the fuck? What just happened? Why did I just drop my Semtex right in front of me? That would have been a nice spot for a double kill, huh? I have a whole game to get this double kill.
They're taking
Hostile
C.
sniper down. Move.
LZB
There we go.
incoming.
I got it, yay. Now let's just try and win. Alright.
Tally. Hostile shot spotted.
Hostile
Enemy
sentry
impact.
turret active.
God damn, I got them at the last second, but I need them to help out here. Yes,
Objective's
team, I
vulnerable.
love you.
Let's make it ours.
Zone B secure. Losing B.
Alright, they took B, but we had it for a little bit longer. Oh my goodness, what gun is that? Like, oh, is this a new weapon too? This must be part of the event. Jesus Christ, it's probably like the FAL, honestly. I kind of liked that gun.
Securing B.
Rally on me.
We're losing Charlie. B secured.
Semtex, front.
Get down. We got a sniper.
Dang, this shit shoots fast as fuck. I could probably, I don't know. It's never been my favorite thing, but
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
dude, how many, like, they got kill streaks on lock.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Alright, let's run this cold-blooded class now, and this is gonna be ran for the whole game, because I have some pretty good kill streaks
Tally
on it.
enemy C4.
Cool.
Not some
Enemy
kill
watchdog
streaks,
helo
but they
inbound.
got,
Hostile marksman.
alright, we gotta take another objective, but I just don't want to keep
They're
losing
taking
C.
C.
Beginning capture. Triggering C4. Eyes on
All
Semtex.
zones.
C4 out.
Bravo is ours.
Let's take A, I prefer it. Dude, how do you, like, this soul person, like, kind of,
Net call.
Kind of
Napalm strike inbound.
kindly.
Securing zone A.
Yeah, like, kindly, fuck you.
Cover me.
Losing Bravo.
Taking the
The
objective.
only thing is, I don't have extended mag on it.
Zone Alpha captured. Bravo lost.
C4 detonated.
Enemy napalm strike incoming. Taking B. Hellstorm incoming.
Triggering C4. Crimson 1 taking the objective.
Enemy Hellstorm launched objective.
Enemy with Semtex.
Damn it, Flak Jacket! Don't let me down like this.
Locking down Bravo.
Dude, let me use my kill streak, please.
Spotted flash.
We're losing Alpha.
Kill.
Come on, LDBR, please tell me I placed you right. Yes! Kill the other one! Kill the other one!
Semtex.
Yes!
Enemy tactical.
I'm gonna go save A.
Losing B.
Dude, what the fuck did I leave you all for?
Losing A.
Jesus Christ, you gotta be fucking kidding me. What did I leave you all for? I mean, I guess I didn't do my job either, so I can't be that mad.
Taking Bravo underway.
Oh, that should have been a fucking kill, but it's fine.
Securing C.
I gotta use this tack insertion like amazingly, but I think maybe taking A would be good.
Taking
Capturing
A.
the objective.
We're losing Charlie. Zone A secure. We're losing Alpha. Taking Bravo underway.
Get down. We got a sniper.
I'm not getting that kill.
C4 detonated.
Jesus Christ, this is brutal. No, we need to take B, and we didn't take it. This is the thing, my team is not as good, sadly. I can't even say I'm like better, but oh my god, I fucking hate trophy systems. It is so funny that is the only thing. I was trying to hit him. Trophy systems, I don't understand why they're the only field upgrade that's allowed in competitive play. Because they're like, I don't know, like, why just negate a whole part of the game? They did the exact same thing I
Get down.
did.
We got a sniper.
Alright, we can still this is competitive, but we might end up
Capture
losing.
operation. Triggering C4.
Dude, Jesus Christ. Like, they lose every single one. And I lost that one too. He was just sitting there in that corner.
They're taking C.
This is so lame. Dude, fuck shock charges. Honestly, someone's doing better than me.
C4 detonated.
Down Bravo.
Crimson 1 taking the objective. Hostile marksman.
I guess I could do a little better.
We're losing Charlie.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
B locked down.
Alright, fuck C, we need B.
Taking Alpha.
Heads up. Molotov inbound. Triggering C4. Enemy grenade.
Damn it, bro, fuck. Thank you.
Taking A.
Beginning capture.
Jesus Christ, it's
Losing
so
Bravo.
easy to get me here. I need to save B.
Grenade, get down. We got a sniper.
Damn it, they took out my tack.
We lost B. Enemy UAV inbound.
Commencing capture operation. Impact grenade. Get down.
We
Contact.
need to
Hostile
take C or
C4.
we're losing.
Losing B.
Jesus Christ. Guard an objective, please! Fuck this shit. I don't even care. Thank you, thank you.
Losing Bravo. Bravo lost. Securing Alpha.
Well, GG's. I'm really fucking pissed, but whatever.
Securing B.
C4
Bravo
detonated.
is ours.
They're not getting
They're
up.
taking C.
I have flak jacking on this class, right? I
You're
do,
being
and I still
outplayed,
keep getting
Crimson One. Step it up. Losing B.
Yeah.
Hostile marksman. Enemy has a shock charge.
you can't do anything when you're shock charged. Like, you can't even hit the deck. Your body just doesn't work anymore. Which is kind of cool, but wow, I can't believe that guy fucking killed me. Can I please just get to A in peace?
Losing Bravo. We're losing Charlie.
I'm so fucking mad ending on a loss like that. But hey, if I couldn't take it, so. And I couldn't even shoot that guy in the fucking head. I have such a problem when I'm lose motivation like that.
Arming C4, triggering C4.
Losing B.
Get down, we got a sniper.
I'm not letting you take these, sorry.
The CIA against a handful
Dog,
of
look at this, look at this team versus players.
Hostile stun.
Team, look at this 1, 2, 2, 13, 12, 14. That was a good fucking game. Because look at this, look at how that's just better. Like, it's just better to have like a team effort like that. No offense to the people down there, but I mean, help on some of these objectives and lose some of your engagements. Or, I mean, win maybe some of them, whatever. It's a good time. We'll be back next time. I don't really remember I don't even know what the next one is called, but I think I should know. I think we're gonna be playing Domination next time because I thought I was gonna play it this time and it didn't end up being this episode. So it'll probably be next episode. We made it to 173. Great. Let's go ahead and throw on a gold on our Jackie Taylor class. And it's probably gonna be the last time I have this class. Oh my fucking goodness. Are you fucking kidding me right now? What did I do wrong? I must have gotten the Semtex killer in elimination, huh? Alright, well, I guess we're playing one more game. You know what? Honestly, screw it. I was thinking I would go back to headquarters, but I just found out that I also need double kills with the aim. So maybe in the classes that I make next time, I'll try and get both of these gold. I just can't imagine that I wouldn't use these guns, but I'll try not to use the guns until I'm playing this, just so we can follow that up. But yeah, eventually I could probably get to the SMGs, but it's probably not going to happen now. So I switched to headquarters again. It's probably not going to happen. I'm sorry. That's just how it's going to have to end. I'm going to have to end on a loss. As much as that pains me, it'd probably be better, and I can try and get the double kills on Domination next time, if it's going to be Domination. I was running the Crimson Chaos for Maya and the Pixel for Bailey. I don't even know. At this point, I'm just kind of running with what they got. But make your own interpretations. Like, maybe her home is her headquarters because Bailey looks like she's playing mostly at home. And this can be like if Maya was like in part of some like castle or something and that's her headquarters. So I think honestly that's probably all I'm going to do. On that note, it's been Tog. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week if you want to keep watching this or if you're watching this steadily. I know people watch things at different times. So yeah, it's just the nature of the game. Domination and Hardpoint will probably always be easy finds, and I might see what I sneak in now that they added Demolition back. But that wasn't part of the original plan, but if I replace it with anything, it'll probably be TDM. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Peace out.